Kazakhstan has joined the world's top 30 countries in ease of doing business. The country is ranked 28th out of 190 states. These are the results of the World Bank's Subnational Doing Business report for 2019. According to the report, the doing business has become more comfortable in all regions of Kazakhstan. Almaty is leading in many areas. In total, independent experts have analyzed and assessed 4 different aspects of doing business, particularly starting a business and registering property, getting electricity, trading across borders, and enforcing contracts.
Business report in Kazakhstan looks at 16 different regions and cities across the country. So it looks at business regulations for a small, medium-sized company, and it differs from the global doing business where Kazakhstan actually performs quite well.
Newly elected Kazakh President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev announced 10 initiatives during his inauguration last week. These 10 initiatives identify some major steps to ensure development in a variety of areas. The economic growth and raising people's income tops the list of the 10 initiatives. Systematic combating of corruption is the next important step. Reforming the judicial and legal systems closes the top 3 important initiatives. Foreign policy initiatives are one of the 10 areas the president has focused on. Continuing a multi-vector constructive foreign policy will be key in the foreign policy under the new administration. Strengthening economic and trade ties with other countries has been included as one of the 10 initiatives.
Очень важно сейчас выстраивать ту систему защиты интересов.
Like other countries, we should establish a system which protects Kazakhstan citizens abroad. The US is a great example to learn from. Interests of the Kazakh businessmen living abroad should be protected as well. The interests of the Kazakh businesses should be taken into consideration when cooperating with organizations such as the Eurasian Economic Union and the World Trade Organization. President Tokayev proposed setting a new National Social Trust Council, explaining this will establish a dialogue between the people and authorities in order to address social problems. The National Social Trust Council is a step to establishing a civil society in the country. Social activists and representatives of civil society institutions will join the council. These types of platforms will help solve the most relevant problems in the society, the experts believe. A unique enterprise for the industrial farming of the African catfish is being built in Aktobe. Now construction works are ongoing on water purification, uterine, juvenile, larval and incubation facilities. The feedlot will occupy the largest area in the factory. 30 pools with a capacity of up to 250 cubic meters of water will be built by the end of the summer. Adult fish will pass via a special water channel. Part of the fish will be sold fresh while the rest will be processed. There will be canned goods of fillet pieces which can be used as baby food. Foreign experts are involved in increasing the gourmet fish stock. They say that the applied technologies of closed water supply will reduce timing of output of products while maintaining their high quality. Sudanese catfish is not picky when it comes to feeding. The fish has no smell and instead has a number of great properties. They quickly gain weight. It grows from a fry into a 1.5 kilogram fish in 6 months. The fish is good for athletes and general consumers. Moreover, due to the fact that it has high growth rates, its prime cost is lower than of the other fish grown in the open water or obtained by fishing. It is grown without using any medications at all. The authors of the idea are planning to increase the capacity of the enterprise to 1,500 tons of fish per year. This autumn, the first batch of the dietary product will be sold in Kazakhstan. The export of products is in the plans too. First of all, we will supply the fish to Aktobe citizens, then to the customers everywhere in Kazakhstan. Then we want to start exporting. Besides its nutritious properties, African catfish also tastes great. The fish does not lose its taste and properties even after defrosting. Tajikistan and China are building ties as part of the Silk Road project. The project has allowed building new automobile roads and motorways in Tajikistan with the help of the Chinese construction companies. This motorway is of major strategic importance since it connects the north and the south of Tajikistan. The reconstruction allows people to travel from Tajik capital Dushanbe to the neighboring countries such as Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan and Russia with comfort and with no delays all year round.
How are you?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Very good.
Здравствуйте. The passenger traffic in this direction has increased since the highways launched in 2008. The road from here to the country's northern border is 380 kilometers long. The construction of the highway has shortened the time for travelers by 3 times. Traveling takes just 4 hours now. The traffic in this direction was crowded long ago. During the winter, mountain passes were closed due to avalanches. The new highway allows people to travel all year round. The cars go through 9 tunnels on the way, including the Shahristan Tunnel, which is the longest tunnel in Central Asia. Then the cars pass the longest river in Tajikistan, Sirdarya. The renovation of the motorway was worth $300 million. The construction works have been made possible with the help of loans and grants from the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and the Chinese Company for Construction of Roads and Bridges. We have created 3,000 jobs for local people. The new route has improved transportation and communications within the country. Tajikistan's government has awarded our project with the national award. The country was one of the first states to support China's Belt and Road Initiative. Since ancient times, the territory of modern Tajikistan has been one of the economic and cultural centers of Central Asia and the Great Silk Road. Tajikistan strives to maintain the status in the modern age. An international contemporary art exhibition marking the recent summit of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization has opened in Kyrgyzstan's Bishkek. The exhibition features art pieces by authors from Ukraine, Italy, France, Greece, and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization member countries. Artists from 25 countries are showcasing their works. Most of these artists have been to Kyrgyzstan before. Some of them decided to reflect the beauty of Central Asia in their works.
Первый раз у меня были работы, которые я рисовал тоже на киргизскую тематику, но по...
I did my first work on Kyrgyzstan when I was inspired by Chingiz Aytmatov's books. I went to Chu and Issyk in order to create these paintings. The visitors will soon be able to see my works, which are my impressions on Kyrgyzstan.
Чтобы показать киргизским зрителям вот свое впечатление от Кыргызстана.
One of the exhibition halls featured 30 oil and watercolor paintings by Chinese artists. This canvas depicts a peaceful winter day. This is a beautiful area in Xinjiang, although it may look similar to a landscape in Kyrgyzstan, the author explains. You can see mountains here which are as powerful as our countries. This is the very mountain that divides Kyrgyzstan and China. It is hard to identify the location of each country. This is a chance for visitors to find out. More than 300 works are gathered at the exhibition. Everything is fascinating here, unique and beautiful works. These paintings give people an opportunity to become closer to beauty. The SCO member countries will keep strengthening their ties through fine art besides economic agreements. I enjoyed the exhibition. The exhibition is popular both among adult visitors and children. This corner of the exhibition caught my attention immediately. This person seems familiar to me. I want to find out where the artist drew it. I think some of the works are similar to Marc Chagall's style. Although the mood of the works is sad, there are some romantic elements to it. The organizers highlighted that the main purpose of the exhibition is to strengthen the cultural ties between the countries, share the experience, and find out more about each nation's cultural achievements. The Great Silk Road is a bridge that links the East and the West. A traveling exhibition designed to promote the Silk Road has been launched in Kazakhstan. The exhibition will travel across Central Asia, Iran and Afghanistan. This is a joint European Union and UNESCO project that will last for 3 years. The exhibition will be opened in October 2021 and will also be held in every EU member state. The organizers say that the exhibition will allow the European visitors to learn more about the important cultural and historical heritage of the Silk Road and learn about some of the regional challenges. The project is believed to also boost cooperation between the museums in different countries.
Exhibition will be ready in 3 years' time, so by October 2021. The idea is to promote the common cultural heritage in these 7 countries, to find what kind of impact have the Silk Roads and the movements of people over the millennia across these countries, how it has impacted the culture that we have in these countries today.
Этот период начала шелкового пути, если взять 2 век до нашей эры, да.
The exhibition follows the routes of the Silk Roads, covering the period from the 2nd millennium before Christ and the Middle Ages. Europeans will definitely find this exhibition interesting. The Silk Road was a center of ancient cultures. It is crucial that we present Central Asia as an area linking the different cultures.
Была на перекрестке этой культуры, да, где мы можем видеть разные культуры.
По ходу трассы, я говорю, такие веревки. Можно по веревкам грузить их, можно по скалам лезть, понятно, да? Но вот
Burabai 2019 Republican Climbing Festival took place in the Akmola region. It aimed to introduce new tourists to the resort area. The event has been dedicated to the youth here in Kazakhstan. We are expanding. For example, we organized a duathlon competition on the Lake Alakol, then on the Bukhturma River. Many different sports events took place in Mangostau. This year, we have decided to organize a climbing festival in Burabai, which is one of the most beautiful places in the country. Both professional athletes and extreme sports enthusiasts could test their endurance. Andrei Litovchenko has been a rock climber for the past 15 years. This time, he and other participants had to climb the Ojitpes rock. First, they had to overcome nearly 300 meters on the mountains, and then they climbed another 150 meters on the rocks.
Ojitpes скала, она именно техничная в плане лазания за счет того, что она...
Ojitpes is a technical rock. It's a term in climbing. You have to use lots of footwork. We are accustomed to climbing the rocks. We use hooks. Here we had to involve lots of footwork. The most important thing is the gorgeous view that opens up when you are at the top. We always enjoy climbing here because the air is so fresh.
Вокруг окружение, вид на озера, на сосны, на все это просто, да. Это ее главная жемчужина.
The youngest participant of the climbing festival was 12 years old. Despite the difficulties, everyone coped with the task. At the top of the cliff, athletes were awarded with medals.
Цель этого фестиваля скального, естественно, привлечение массовости людей к здоровому образу жизни, привлечение к занятиям.
The purpose of this festival was to promote a healthy lifestyle among people, as well as to promote climbing, to show that it is available to amateurs at a certain stage and to attract the people to Burabai, which is the highlight of Kazakhstan.
То есть при обеспечении безопасности. Ну, естественно, и привлечение к этому курорту Бурабай, как изюминка Казахстана.
For many years, Burabai has been popular among foreign guests in Kazakhstan. The organizers believe that such festivals will help double the flow of tourists. All conditions have been created for both active and passive recreation. In addition to the beautiful nature, the region has a rich history. A unique course popularizing the Kazakh traditions, customs and culture has been launched at Nazarbayev University. The program participants were invited from the United Kingdom to Nur Sultan to learn the Kazakh language. Over the past 13 years, the UK has invested more than $13 billion in Kazakhstan's economy. Not only the businessmen, but also the common UK residents are interested to visit the Central Asian country. They're often attracted by the rich nature and tourist opportunities of Kazakhstan.
Obviously, Kazakh is a Turkic language, and it has a very rich history that is probably not studied enough yet, not as much as Latin or Germanic languages. Archaeologists tell me all the time that Kazakhstan is a treasure trove of history and archaeology. And in order to understand that, you have to understand the culture. Therefore, you also have to understand the language.
The unique program, with a special teaching method and full immersion in the language environment, is designed for 8 weeks and has different levels of complexity. In addition to Kazakh, the course participants can learn Russian. Students will live on the campus of Nazarbayev University. The program participants will have excursions to the Kazakh capital, the Burabai Resort and the Koralzhin National Park, where visitors can watch flamingos and traditional eagle hunting.
I like to learn it because then it'll give me more opportunities to work worldwide, and also Kazakhstan, they're a developing country. They're growing, and they're spreading out internationally, their influence, and obviously knowing the language will give you more opportunities.
The university's faculty hopes the course to prove to be a success and see its continuation next year. Kazakh ethnic clothes like shapan and kamzol and beddings like traditional pillows, kurak kurpiye, are becoming more and more popular.
Мен камзол тігіп отырмын. Камзол қазақтың ойыменен.
Dina Smagulova is a Kazakh craftswoman who promotes ethnic art in Omsk, Russia. She's one of the very few artisans here who work with felt.
Жүнді жуу керек, түту керек.
First, I wash the wool and then beat it. It should be washed several times. The felting process may require a lot of energy. One has to get used to it.
Керек, қолдың ыңғайы, солай ғой, білу керек.
The craftswoman says her unique creations enjoy a wide popularity among the local people. Another ethnic Kazakh living in Omsk, Aygerim Auganova, has set up a dance ensemble, Ajar. She teaches Kazakh dance to children. The troupe gives tours in Russia and Kazakhstan. In the past years, I see a growing interest in the Kazakh culture. For example, I have nearly 100 local children attending my dance classes. This means that their parents want them to learn Kazakh dance. There are nearly 100,000 ethnic Kazakhs in Russia's Omsk region. These Kazakhs have not forgotten their culture and traditions. They often organize ethnic festivals and talent competitions, arts and crafts events to promote the Kazakh culture. Trails of Ancestors is a project launched in Pavlodar to promote the Kazakh customs and traditions, to introduce the younger generation of people to the intricacies of traditional crafts and lifestyle. As part of the project, Kazakh women met with the local youth to introduce them to the Kazakh cuisine. Grandma Bakht Jamal is happy to share her recipe of cooking the savory meat pastry samsa. She recommends preparing dough with hands to enhance the taste and achieve a better texture. It is important to pay attention to the ingredients in the filling, she said. It is important to mince the meat yourself than using a purchased minced meat. I didn't know that potatoes are also added to the samsa, so I learned about it today. I think the samsa will be very delicious, and I also acquired a great skill to have. Cooking baursaks requires a special approach too. There are many recipes of baursaks. Mixing ingredients properly, but also cooking with love to make them lush and ruddy, are important, say the cooks. We always celebrate all the significant dates with our students. They're like our grandchildren now. Today we've taught them how to cook delicious baursaks and samsa. This is how we introduce the youth to our traditions and customs. Meetings between these grandmothers and students of the youth house are regular. In addition to culinary art, the young people learn folk crafts. The project is aimed at reviving and carefully preserving the national traditions and customs. It will allow the younger generation to expand their knowledge and skills.